एवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादांस सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखावितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगे राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरे प्रिये जय शिवांच कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जगताकास्वामिति नामिने नमाचार्यपादाय निताय कृपापदायिने गौरकथाधामदाय नगरग्रामतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण माता जी।
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hari Bol. Very nice. Wonderful. Yes. Yesterday, 16 to 23 we saw, correct? 6.18 to 23. So in the previous section, Lord Krishna described the perfectional stage of meditation. What is that perfectional stages? Yoga.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Can I summarize, Mataji?
Yeah, please, go ahead, Prabhu.
Yeah, okay. So yesterday we cover 16 to 23 slokas. So here recommend for Ashtanga Yoga. It's still processing on. So in 16, don't eat too much or too little, and don't sleep too much or too little. Also regulate your habits, or I mean eating, sleeping, and your work and yoga and the process of the all your daily activities regulate on 17 slokas. And 18 slokas it here plan for discipline mental activities, how to conscious with the chittam, fix on one point with the chittam, I mean mental activities, how to fix it on self I mean self pointed for I mean meditation, how to withdraw all sense enjoyment from sense activities from the mind. And from 1918 slokas, how to control the all I mean material sense desires. And how to the lamp here given example, they just like lamp in placed in a windless place, so how to control that lamp. So similarly the mind should also control the chitta and remain steady in this meditation. Then he will elevated further meditation process. From 23 to 20 to 23, here saying that restrain all material, again mental activities, from sense enjoyment, sense objects. And here saying it here purify, I mean pure your mind conscious, and satisfied in self satisfied. And again here saying that mind intelligent, fixed on the meditation on chitta. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So in this verse, the chitta is described, correct? What is chitta visa according to Ashtanga Yoga?
Yeah. What, Mataji?
Chittam. What is chittam?
Chitta is, Mataji, it is interlink bridge between soul and mind, Mataji.
Hari Bol. Wherein all the sanskaras are recorded.
Yeah,
whatever we do now,
our vasanas, previous vasanas and sanskaras.
Yes, exactly, correct. So the soul actually desires. How does the mind come to know what the soul desires? To make plans through chitta. Okay? So it is a medium, transparent medium, but it is okay. In this Bhagavad Gita also it is mentioned in two places. What are they? There are two verses, correct? 18 also it is mentioned. Yada viniyatam chittam atmanyeva. Similarly, in 20th verse also it is mentioned. Yatro paramato chittam niruddham yoga sevaya. Correct? Other than that, it is not mentioned much in the Bhagavad Gita. I mean yoga system of Bhagavad Gita, Karma Yoga. We are in Karma Yoga still. 1 to 6 is Karma Yoga, correct? So it is not mentioned much, but yes. In Patanjali Yoga Sutra, if you see, Chittam is a separate element, like we call mind, intelligence, and mind, intelligence, ahankara, false ego. Chittam is also one of the component. So there they say Chitta, mind, intelligence, and false ego. Okay, Hare Krishna. But it's very, 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 very subtle. Subtler than the mind. That is why it is not much, I mean, Krishna has not given much importance in Bhagavad Gita for Chittam. Okay? Any doubt regarding Chitta? Mind itself we can't see. Mind itself very subtle. We don't try to understand. We can't even understand about the mind. So if the Chitta is subtler than the mind, so it is very difficult, correct?
Mataji, yesterday we explained, you explained that it is basically a reservoir and
Exactly.
it remains within the heart itself, right?
Exactly. That is why what we said is the karmas, the vasanas, the sanskaras, they are recorded in the Chitta. Okay? It's a part of soul. Soul knows everything, correct? The soul desires, whatever the soul desires is according to the previous Janma only. So what happened in the previous Janma? So the Chitta is a part of reservoir of soul only. So through the Chitta, we can say the mind, what do you call that? The soul. The soul through Chitta transfers these desires to the mind. Like that we can take it. Okay? Hare Krishna. Can we go to the next? 64. Now the verses are little very, I mean, what do you call that? Intrinsic verses are coming. So we need to pay little more attention. For what? For this kind of steadiness. We are talking about the Samadhi in Ashtanga Yoga, correct? So for this Samadhi, yesterday we saw Samprajnata Samadhi, Asamprajnata Samadhi. So these are all the stages of perfection. So Samprajnata, little, I mean less perfect. Asamprajnata, little more perfect. Then comes the what do you call that? That is the final Samadhi stage. So before the yogi reaches the final Samadhi stage, he goes through 2 types of Samadhis. They are Samprajnata and Asamprajnata. This is what we saw yesterday, correct? But in the total Samadhi stage, he is in trance. That is how they merge with the, see, we see, the yogis who are in Samadhi, sometimes the soul leaves from the Sahasra, that is the crown chakra. But that should be the objective. But what happened before that, since they get lot many siddhis, because of the enjoyership, the soul again starts enjoying the material nature. When they get the siddhi, why can't I enjoy? Why can't I test this samadhi state? This anima, mahima, lagima, all those things. No, why can't I test it? So if the enjoyership comes, they fall down. So beautiful question Arjuna will ask, I think in the later section, not in the 4th one. In the 5th one, Arjuna will ask a question. Oh Krishna, what if they fall down after reaching such a high samadhi stage, if they fall down? And if there is no remedy, what is the use? Whole life they, go through this process of Ashtanga Yoga. Correct? After going through this process of Ashtanga Yoga, unfortunately, if they fall down, what will happen? That is what Arjuna is going to ask, but in tomorrow's section, not in today's section. Okay. So today's section 24, 6.24. Who wants to read the verse? Hare Krishna.
Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu. Go ahead, Prabhu.
2.24. Oh, sorry, 6.24. Sanishchena yoktavyo yogo nirvina chetasa sankalpa prabhavan kamam tyaktva sarvan asheshata manasaiven vendriya gramam viniya yamya samantah. Translation. One should engage oneself in the practice of yoga with determination and faith and not be deviated from the path. One should abandon without exception all material desires born of mental speculation and thus control all the senses on all sides by the mind.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. So by the mind, that is very important. So this very important determination. Determination is given very much, too much important in bhakti process. Even Srila Rupa Goswami has said, right? Utsaha nishchaya dhairya tat karma pravartanat sangatyago. Sangha, that is Sangha is very, very important. Sangatyago sato vrato shadvir bhakti prasiddhyati. If we follow the 6 process, Bhakti Vardhanam. Vardhanam means, but there is a beautiful verse in Shishashakam also, you know. Bhakti Vardhanam, the process. Now, one second, what is that? The last Shishashakam verse.
You mean enhancement, no, Mataji?
Enhancement of, yeah, growth, development in the Bhakti process. That is why Bhakti starts with Shraddha. Shraddha is a simple faith, but it goes to Nishtha. Nishtha is the faith with firm determination. So Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, again there Sadhu Sangha is given importance. In this Utsahan Dhairyat Nishchayat also, Sangha Tyago. What is that Sangha we have to Tyaga? That is the non-devotees association we have to Tyago. We have to give up the non-devotees association. That means what? We have to be only in the association of devotees. So that is why. Now, faith, what is it? Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivarti, then comes Nishtha. The 5th process in Bhakti is Nishtha. So what is Nishtha? Firm determination. The faith, firm faith with the determination is known as Nishtha. That means unshakable faith. We say no in English. Faith is the beginning. Unshakable faith is the 5th stage in Bhakti process. Navavidha Bhakti process. 9 limbs of Bhakti process is different. 9 process in Bhakti process is different. Limbs we say Shravanam Kirtanam. These are the limbs. Anyone we can adapt. Like Ashtanga Yoga, 8 limbs. Yam, Pranayam, Pratyahara, Dharana, Samadhi. So these are 8 limbs. Similarly in Bhakti also, 8 types are there. They are Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Subramaniam. Any one type we can adapt. Or we can adapt to Vishnu Smaranam like Prahlada Maharaja. That is why we saw the examples of in all this Bhakti types. Correct? But today we are discussing about the steps in Bhakti process. It starts, steps means we can't deviate. It has to go sequential wise. First the Shraddha comes. Then we come in association. When you come with the faith in association, Bhajana Kriya starts. Bhajana Kriya is glorification of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then Anartha. If all these things are there, slowly and gradually. This is again very important. Bhakti does not come all of a sudden. Slowly, gradually, this bhakti will develop. That is what do you call that? Anartha Nivarti. Slowly, gradually, the anarthas in our heart will be eradicated and purification of our heart will take place. Yes, Vanshidhar Prabhu, your hand is up.
No, Mataji. Yeah, I posted one question. Total Samadhi is Purna Samadhi, like it is stage of like Brahma Bhuta, we call it Brahma Bhuta, or Purna Samadhi, or we can call total trance.
Brahma Bhuta is a stage that is actually, it need not be Samadhi stage, Prabhu. But the devotees can come to Brahma Bhuta stage by Machita Madgata Prana. But only in Ashtanga Yoga, we come to this Samadhi stage.
Purna
Okay,
Samadhi,
again,
we can say.
as long as we do Akarma, for a devotee, it is a Samadhi stage only. Because their senses are already controlled and their heart is purified. Okay, Prabhuji? Hare Krishna.
So in Purna Samadhi, there is no activity, right, Mataji? But Brahma Bhuta state, there is activity.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you, Mataji.
Correct, Hare Krishna. Okay, I'm just seeing your question. Yeah. Total Samadhi is a Brahma Bhuta stage. That is above this level. Above Brahma Bhuta stage. The Brahma Bhuta stage, that's why as I told, Machita Madgata Prana. Like they get totally immersed in that glorification of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, so what is 6.24 says? We need this Utsahan. Utsahan means what? Actually, one should have the, with firm sorry, what do you call that? Utsahan is not that. Sorry, Nishayat. Nishayat is a firm determination. And this next one important is Anirvinna Chetasaha. Anirvinna. Vinna means a deviation. Anirvinna, no deviation. Chetasaha, that is the endeavor. So without any deviation, we have to endeavor. Beautiful analogy is given here. That is sparrow and Garuda. Actually, what happens? This sparrow lays its eggs on the shore of the ocean. So what happens? A big wave came and it took all the eggs. But the small little sparrow with a small little, what do you call that, beak, it asked the ocean to return. But the ocean did not even pay any attention to the plea of sparrow. It was unheard of the plea of the sparrow. So what happened? The sparrow said, come whatever, I will take back my eggs. How much ever I have to endeavor, I will. Saying this, the sparrow started picking up water in its beak and coming and dropping it on the seashore. Seeing this message spread. Everybody wanted to convince the sparrow, it is not possible for you, don't do it. The sparrow was again unheard. It acted as if it was deaf. Okay, so the sparrow was over endeavoring in this. So this message reached Garuda. Garuda came to see the sparrow. Garuda was observing the sparrow. The sparrow was with full determination, full, what is it, nishchaya. It was taking out water from the ocean and dropping it.
One side ఇట్లా ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు తిరుమల తిరుపతి రాయి ఇట్లా వేసుకోవాలన్నమాట.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Very nice.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So what happened? The Garuda saw, and Garuda was so astonished. The Garuda took that task and he told the ocean, you better return the eggs of the sparrow. Otherwise, I will have to dry you up. The moment ocean heard this, immediately the ocean returned the eggs of the sparrow. So this is a beautiful analogy for, this is a very, very important analogy. 90% of the exam, there is a possibility of this analogy. That is a nishchaya is compared to the analogy which is mentioned in 24th verse. Sanishchayena yuktavya. So however the question can be asked. Okay? Hare Krishna. So without deviation, what is the word which says without deviation? Anirvinna chetasakha. This is also very important. It can be vice versa given. What is the meaning of anirvinna chetasakha? Or what is the Sanskrit word which is given for without deviation in verse number 24? So both are very important questions. Faith, be confident and pursue the path with great perseverance. That is why I said Nishtha. Faith is not the beginning, faith. It is the Nishtha, firm determination. The control of senses has been given again. So what is the control of senses? The word which is given over here. Hare Krishna. Indriya Granam. You look for the word Indriya Granam. Where is it given? This in the third line. Manasaiva Indriya Granam. So that is known as that full control of senses. Then give up all the material desires. Of course, this is a mental concoction. We have to give it. That is Sankalpa. The word is Sankalpa. Sankalpa is a mental concoction. Giving up that. Intelligence sustained by full conviction. That is again the next stage of what is that? Nishchayana, Utsahan. The end of Drida Sankalpa. Okay? Sankalpa Prabhavan Kaman Tektva Sarvan Asheshataka. Whatever is left out, whatever is the material desire, Kaman, one person has to give it up. Asheshataka. Shesha means left out. Asheshataka, without any left out. That means full and fully, full conviction. Asheshataka. So that is the opposite of what you call Shesha. Shesha. Where have we been seeing Shesha? What is that verse? Very beautiful verse is there. Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate Vesha Avashishya. So that is here also, nothing is left. After the Lord has created the entire universe also, whatever is left out with him also, Purna. That is also complete. Correct? So, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Then comes mind fixed in oneself, not thinking of anything else. That is, as Prabhuji told now, Purna Samadhi, not thinking of activities are stopped. Cessation, we call it as. That the thought process is totally stopped. Step by step, one achieves this. This is in 1626.25. So this analogy and the reference verse of Srila Rupa Goswami. That is a nectar of instruction. Utsahan Nishchayat Dhairyat. Tattak karma pravartanat. We have to follow, we have to endeavor in doing the activities. Then comes what? Sangatyaga. Satovrita is again very important word. Satovrita means following the footsteps of our acharyas. How do we have to? We have to give up the non-devotees association and we should take the devotees association. And then we have to, what? Satovrita. Follow the footsteps of our acharyas, spiritual masters or the Vaishnavas. Okay? Hare Krishna. So this verse is very, very important. Next verse is also extremely important. Bhakti process does not, Bhakti Vardhanam does not take place all of a sudden. Gradually, Shanai Shanaihi, slowly and consistently. Okay? And Hare Krishna. Who wants to read the next verse? Gradually. Shanai
Shloka
Shanai Uprame.
6.25.
Yeah,
शनै
yes, ma'am.
शनैरुप्रमेत् बुद्धया धृतिगृहीतया आत्मसंस्थं मनः कृत्वा न किंचित् अपि चिन्तयेत्. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gradually, step by step, one should become situated in trance by means of intelligence, sustained by full conviction. And thus, the mind should be fixed on the self alone and should think of nothing else. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dhriti grihitaya. Underline that word. Dhriti grihitaya. Very, very important word. This is the next stage of Nishchaya. Last verse we sada Nishchayena. The next step as Nishta, firm conviction we say in Rupa Goswami's verse. Here it is, what did I say? That Dhriti grihitaya. Very important word. Okay. And Shanai is also very important because gradually and slowly. Nothing comes in Bhakti, nothing overnight, nothing changes. We have to see, many people, asked out, oh, Matajis or Prabhujis. So that means we are in Krishna consciousness. It means that we will attain liberation in this birth itself. They ask like that. No, this is the beginning. Many births it may take. Because it is all Krishna's mercy. How much mercy he wants to shower upon us, it depends on what? How much mercy Krishna wants to shower upon us, it depends on
Tamam prapadyante tam.
Hari
Our
Hari
endeavors.
Bol. Hare Krishna, correct. Correct, very correct, all of you. Ye tamam prapatyante tamsa daivam bhajamyakam mama vartman vartante manushyah partha sarvashah. How much ever you endeavor, depending upon the endeavor. See, we put, in fact, Krishna says, you put in 10% endeavor, I will put in the rest of the 90 and take you. You keep the baby step of one step, I'll keep the rest of the 99 steps. That's what Krishna says. But that endeavor has to come from within. That I want to, firm conviction has to come from within. Okay? Hare Krishna. Yes, it's a very beautiful verse. Shanai Shanaihi Upramed. Upramed means we should hold on to that. Yesterday, 1 second. What was that verse? With patience. With patience. Yeah. Where is that verse? I don't know. I have. It's a very beautiful. You give me half a minute. I'm getting that paper. I just remember that word. Yes. It's a really very nice verse, Guna dosho buddhagrahan gunan aropayet shiraha Doshan kante yata shambhu loga nindam grihyati. See, actually, with patience, we have to accept. That is, see, some people, not some people, everybody may have some dosha in them. Correct? That dosha, we have to keep it to ourselves. We should not keep on talking about the bad things about others. What is the use of telling others about the bad things? But it's guna, the good habits, whatever the good habits the others possess, what should we do? We should loudly explain to the whole world. Beautiful example was, like Lord Shiva. When the Samudra Manthan was taking place, that poison came first. So Shiva took it and kept it with himself. He did not even give it to others because they all are Bhavadbir Loka Mangalam. They all want the auspiciousness for the entire universe, correct? So he held on to that poison. But after that, whatever good things came, like what do you call that? White horse came, elephant came, lot of wealth came. Lakshmi Devi, she herself came. Vishnu took it. Indra took the horse, so like that. But Lord Shiva, you see, when the bad things came, he took it. So in the purport, it is written that if we endure and manage the first bad experiences, how beautiful this sentence is, you see. If we endure and manage the first bad experiences with patience, good results will follow. Could you understand what I am trying to say? Hare Krishna. This talks about a wise man's act. How to act wisely. In that it is given, how to act very wisely, managing others' qualities. How we can do it? We have to keep on enduring and managing the first bad experiences, with a lot of patience. Then the good results will follow. We cannot accept it. Very difficult to accept it, but yeah. Krishna will teach us.
Tolerating, Mataji. Tiksha. Tolerating.
Tolerance, yeah, that is what. Tolerating, enduring. That's why these all are sadhu's qualities. Correct? Okay. Yeah. So here also we say that one, patiently. That is why I went to that word. Patience is very, very, very important. So patiently and slowly we have to gradually improve. Where did we see the patience? Gradually one should become situated in trance, means of intelligence sustained by full conviction, and thus the mind be fixed on self alone and should not think of anything else. Hare Krishna. So, Prabhuji, can you read? Mataji read, no? Mataji, read the purport also.
By proper conviction and intelligence, one should gradually cease sense activities. This is called pratyahara. The mind being controlled by conviction, meditation, and cessation from the senses should be situated in trance or samadhi. At that time, there is no longer any danger of becoming engaged in the material conception of life. In other words, although one is involved with matter, as long as the material body exists, one should not think about sense gratification. One should think of no pleasure aside from the pleasure of the Supreme Self. This state is easily attained by directly practicing Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. But for the last sentence, you think, is it possible? Can we even think of that? It seems to be so difficult. Is it not? See, at that time, there is no longer any danger of becoming engaged in the material conception of life. How is it possible? This material body we have taken with a lot of desire. And obviously our senses, the Lord has given beautiful senses and the sense objects to enjoy in the material nature for that purpose only. And he himself is giving us the strength to enjoy this material world. Then how to get into this stage of pratyahara? Seeing everything, we have to control our senses. Yada samharate chakam, kurmangani. How to do that? That is why
Mataji, in Kali Yuga, definitely it is not possible like what we are discussing. But was it possible in Satyuga? People used to do it, right? At that point.
Prabhuji, Satyuga, this much sense gratification things were not there, Prabhuji. Now, in the name of technology advancement, so much of today in the morning, Namanisha Prabhu's class, you heard that. What did he say? Technology has improved. Flight is there from Mangaluru helipad. Directly from anybody's home, they take and go to Bangalore. Instead, why don't these people walk? He asked, you remember that? So why can't people walk? They can see many people, they can see many beautiful temples are there on the pathway, he said. So in this Kali Yuga, because of that technology. But yeah, it is possible, Prabhuji, if we are in the association. You see how many devotees in our ISKCON Mangaluru temple itself, you see, Prabhu. Many devotees know only temple, they will go to their work, again they come back and serve Radha Govinda. Yes or no, Prabhuji? For them
Yes.
also this technology is there. It is possible. That is why, that degree of attachment. What is that? Yesterday we saw that verse also. Param Drishva Nivartate. Param Drishva Nivartate. We have to aim for the supreme goal. Correct? What is the beginning of that verse? Yada samgarte chagami sukurmanganiva. Vishayavini vartante niraharasya deginaga rasavarjam rasopyasya parandrishva nivartate. So this rasavarjam, this material things will attract us. That is why it had been created. But our objective should be higher objective. What is the higher objective? Parandrishva nivartate. See, if we know a person who has got the ability to score more than 90%, they will aim for gold medal. Is it not? A person who has got very limited knowledge, they will aim for 40% to get a pass mark. A person who is already in the passing mark level, they will aim for first class. So, but always the expectation is little higher level. So it is possible. That is why Krishna says, no, faith is essential. If the faith is there, we will be in association. Once we are in association, obviously, attach. But actually, Prabhuji, your question is like, did the chick come first or the egg came first? Do we have to attach to Krishna first or do we have to detach from the material world? So which is correct here? Are we going to detach first, then we will attach? Not at all possible.
Krishna, and then now by default detachment happens.
That may be, for very few souls, it is as we have been teaching, we have been learning. The next few verses Arjuna is going to ask. How do they get it? Because of the previous Sukriti, we call it as. Because some Sukriti. What is this Sukriti? How did we get this faith? Somewhere or the other, we have served the Vaishnavas. Correct? So once we serve, like Narada Muni, he served the Vaishnavas and he came into Bhakti process. So somewhere or the other, what we have to first to do is, seeing any devotee, we have to immediately serve them. The more we serve them, automatically we will get this faith. So once we get faith, we are in the association of devotees. And these devotees will help us to Bhakti Vardhanam. They will help us to grow in this Bhakti process. Okay, Prabhu? Yes, association is very, 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 very important. If you are associated more with worldly people, that is why Sangatyago, just now in the reference we saw, Sangatyago Satovrato. You remember the reference was Utsaga Nishtaya Dhairyat, in that Sangatyago and Satovrato. So once we give up this non-devotees association and in the association of devotees, it is possible. We should not leave.
Experience and observation. I'll not take much time. So what has happened? I'm always there with Aishwarya Mataji's class, which is once in a week. But ever since I've started attending, and I mean, ideally it should be difficult to attend every day. But now we somehow, because of the association, we're trying to look forward to that time to come, whatever is the engagement. So last 3-4 days, I know there are many things happening, but I've been able to cut off and come here for the association. So that's been the experience. The more we involve, I think it becomes easier.
Yeah. That is what is Shanai. Slowly and gradually we will come. So this verse gives us confidence, correct? It is possible. Don't give it up in Sangha. Atma Samstam Manaha. So what is that? With full conviction, mind be fixed on the self alone. What is that self? What is self-realization? Next verse also will talk about self-realization, I think. Self-realization is what? What is self-realization?
I'm not this body,
We are not this
I'm
body
this
with
soul,
soul.
and my eternal position is to serve Krishna.
Hari bol, constitutional position. What is my constitutional position? So
Jivera
keep
Swarupa hai,
on
Nitya
reminding
Krishna.
ourselves. I am Dasana, 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 Dasa. In that Baba, we serve Vaishnavas. That's why I said Vaishnava Seva. Correct? Hare Krishna. Yes, Amshidhar Prabhu, Arunachal Prabhu, one by one I'll come. Amshidhar Prabhu. Yes.
For reading, Mataji.
For reading, okay. Yeah, both of you, okay. Yes. We will go to the next verse. Hare Krishna, 1 minute. You're 26. 26. Hare Krishna.
Arunach Prabhu 6.26.
Yes, Mataji. Yeto yeto nischalati manas chanchalamashita astiram tatastato niyam aitat atmani yeva vasam nayet.
From
Mataji, translation or slide, Mataji?
yes, for translation first, Prabhu. I have not changed the slide. Translation.
Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. From wherever the mind wanders, due to its flickering and unsteady nature, one must certainly withdraw it and bring it back under the control of the self.
Hare Krishna. Prabhu, read the slide also.
Bringing the mind back, nature of mind, flickering and unsteady. Principle, a self-realized yogi follows with respect to the mind. One who controls the mind is called Goswami, and one who is controlled is called Godasa. Goswami knows the standard of sense happiness, transcendental sense happiness. The senses are engaged in the service of Rishikesha, the supreme owner of senses. Srila Prabhupada explains Krishna consciousness in the purport. Serving Krishna with purified senses is called Krishna consciousness. That is the way of bringing the senses under full control. That is the highest perfection of yoga practice. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. It's so wonderful. Again, here Godasa, Goswami. Go is what senses. Another meaning was, that is why Gopal. It is go is for cow also, go. And go puja, we call it as no. Also, it refers to the senses. So, a person who is controlled by the senses, go dasa, he is a servant of the senses. But Goswami is Vacha Vegam, Manasakroda Vegam, Jigva Vegam, Mudara Upasta Vegam, Etan Vegam, Vishaheta Diraha. Sarvo apiman prithvincha shishyat. They are the Goswamis who can make disciples in this entire universe. So who are those Goswamis? Who has controlled all these 6 arjas of the mind. 6 senses, arjas of our senses. Okay? They are Goswami. Because they have made the senses their slave. That is why they are at the superior level. But in the Godasa, we are controlled by senses. That means we become slave to our senses. Whatever our senses say, we follow it up. Okay. So transcendental sense happiness is what? The transcendental self happiness is Rishikena, Rishikesha, Sevanam. Rishikena means with all our senses. With all our senses. Rishikesha Sevanam. Serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If you remember that verse, this is a definition of one more Bhakti. Anyabilashita Shunyam is one definition. And Sarvopadi Vinirmuktam Tatparatvena Nirmalam Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhaktir Uchyate. So that is why in this, in Vedas, yesterday we saw, no, that Indra and Vritasur became enemies because of a one word difference. Here also, by mistake, what? If we say instead of Rishikena, Rishikesha, if we say Rishikesha, Rishikena, then the word meaning mark. With the Lord's blessing, we should be able to serve our senses. It becomes like that, correct? So we should be very careful. Rishikena, Rishikesha Sevanam. With our senses, we should be able to serve Krishna. Bhaktir Uttama. This is the Uttama Bhakti definition, another definition. Okay, Hare Krishna. And then comes Serving Krishna with these purified senses, known as Krishna consciousness. As Srila Prabhupada, who is that? Who is that? Whose example we keep saying? Hare Krishna. All of you know.
Ambarish Maharaj.
Ambarish Maharaj, yes. Another verse I saw. Same meaning, note down. 10.10.38. 10th canto, 10th chapter, 38th verse. Vani guna anukatane shavanau katayam hastau chakarmashu manastva padayornaka. Okay, I'll take it here. Never mind, it will not take much time. Where are we? Bring it down. Yes. What did I say? 10.10.38, correct? 10.10.38. Bhagavatam. Yes. So what is it? Vani Gunanu Katane. Beautiful. Vani Gunanu Katane. If we have Vacho, that is fine. If we can speak, what we have to speak about? Hence, forward. May all our words describe your pastime. Are you able to see it? No.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji. I'm seeing.
Okay, this verse you are able to see, correct?
No,
Yes,
Mataji, the verse
No,
is
I
not
mean to
visible.
tell that I'm saying in
Okay. One more time I will share. No problem at all. Yes, here it's a beautiful verse. See the verse. Vani gunanu katane shavanu katayam hastau chakarmasu manastva padayornaha smrityam chirastva nivasa jagat praname drishtim satam darshanestu bhavattanunam. There it was Mukunda Linga Laya Darshane Drishau. I should be used to see only your form. Vani gunanu katane. Here everything is the same. So hence forward, may all our words describe. You are able to see, correct? May our ears engage in oral reception of your glories. May our hands, legs, and other senses engage in actions pleasing to you. And may our minds always think of your lotus feet. Okay? Savai Manaha Krishna Padara Vindayor. Same it is. What is that? Mind should be engaged in at your lotus feet. Our heads, Sirachav, that head should be used to bow down. Our heads offer our obeisances to everything within this world, because all things are also your different forms. And may our eyes see the forms of Vaishnavas who all are non-different from you. Hare Krishna. It's almost same meaning, correct? Matajis and Prabhujis, all the
Yes,
senses
Mataji.
should be
Yes,
used in
Mataji.
the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So very beautiful verse. See here. Vani gunanu katane shavanam katayam hastausa. Hasta is again hand. Kasta, there we saw, what is it? Hastausa. What's it? Altar. We have to clean the altar, we saw. Here it is karmasu. We have to do activities. Forward. Manastava padayornaha. Smrityam shirasastava nivasa jagat praname. Drishti satam darshanestu bhavattanunam. 10:10:38. Hare Krishna. Okay, so we'll go to the next one. Are you able to see the next slide, which I have changed now? Why it's not coming
No,
out?
Mataji.
No, Mataji.
Just asking for the second time to share. Hare Krishna. Yes. Okay. So Krishna conscious, serving Krishna with the purified senses is called Krishna consciousness. That is a way of bringing the senses under full control. Prabhuji asked, should we attach first or should we detach from the material world first? Should we attach to the Lord first or should we detach from the material world? This is a beautiful thing, Chick came first or egg came first? Exactly. First we have to attach. How we can attach? Detachment will automatically take place because the mind cannot remain idle. First we have to attach. First if we detach, what is the guarantee where it will get attached? So first we have to attach to Krishna. Automatically detachment will take place. So how to attach to Krishna? In the association of devotees. So devotees association is very simple. Very easy. We see so many devotees. We have to praise them. Given an opportunity, you all won't believe. That's why when I heard of this Kanchipuram trip, immediately I thought, day before I travel more than 14 hours. No, I said, association is very difficult to get. We have to. And the kind of what we had, Kirtan, dancing, and the Sthala Purana. Wherever we went, Prabhuji was telling about the importance of the sthala. So how wonderful it is, we should never leave this opportunity of coming in association with devotees. Online also same. Online association is also exactly the same. For this 1 hour, we forget the entire world and we are only concentrating. So we are India's association. So this Corona was a blessing in disguise for all of us, correct? Yes, Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji. Next, Prashanta Manasam.
Vaishnavi Mataji, 6.27 shloka and translation.
Yes, Mataji, I'm reading. Prashant samyenam yoginam sukhamuttamam upaiti tarajasam brahmabhutam akalmasham. Translation. The yogi, whose mind is fixed on me, rarely attains the highest perfection of transcendental happiness. He is beyond the mode of passion. He realizes his qualitative identity with the Supreme, and thus he is freed from all reaction to past deeds. Mataji, should I read this slide also?
Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji. Wait. This is 27, correct? I'll go
Yes,
to 26. Give me 1 minute. This question already our Vamshidhar Prabhu told, correct? Brahmabhuta Prasannatma. Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji.
I'll read, Mataji.
Now this we
success.
read. No, sorry, Mataji. Goswami Godasa we read. Now 6 is correct, Mataji. Read 27.
Brahmabhuta platform, realizing Atma. Definition of Brahmabhuta platform. It is a state of being free from material contamination and situated in the transcendental service of the Lord. Brahmabhuta prasanna sochati na kankshati samah sarveshu bhuteshu madbhaktim labhate param. Bhagavad Gita 18.54. Such a yogi is peaceful, prashanta manasam, attains supreme bliss, shanta rajasam, become free of sin, akalmasham, and realizes his qualitative identity with Brahman, Brahmabhutam. How to become fixed in the quality of Brahman? By fixing one's mind on the lotus feet of the Lord. Two benefits of always engaging in transcendental loving service: to be factually liberated from the mode of passion, freedom from all material contamination. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Freedom from first initial stage of freedom we have learnt in the second chapter. Raga Dvesha Vimuktaisu Vishayendriya Ishcharan Vitaraga Bhaya Krodha. You remember that verse? Vitaraga Bhaya Krodha. First we have to free ourselves from the what? Vita is free from Raga Bhaya Krodha.
Vita and Raga. Raga is attachment.
Then
Krodha.
Bhaya and
Krodha is
Krodha.
anger.
Yes, so we have to first come out of these three. When we come out of these three, automatically we get freedom from material contamination, correct? For this, what do we have to do? We have to fix our mind at the lotus feet of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sirasho Pada Sangamam, same way in Ambrisha Maharaj also, Manas Savai Manaha Krishna Padara Vindayor, lotus feet of the Lord is spoken about a lot. So who knows this Guru, not Ashtakam, Guru Puja? Who knows? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Vande Guru, no, Guru, Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu.
Shri Guru Charana Mataji.
Hari Bol. Yes, Prabhu. Can you sing 2 lines? Shri Guru.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma Bandhu Mohi Savadana Mate Jahara Prashade Bhai E Bhava Turiya Jai Krishna Prapti Hoy Jaha Hoy Te
Krishna Prapti Hoi Jaga. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you. Hari Bol.
Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. So, lotus feet. It is a Kamala. Kamal refer to lotus, correct? Guru's feet is that lotus feet, which gives us the Krishna Bhakti. Now, how to detach, we were thinking, no? Always we have to meditate upon the lotus feet of Guru. Then automatically we will get the Krishna Prapti. Krishna Prapti hoye. Automatically we will get Krishna consciousness. The previous slide said that only, no? It is only possible in Krishna consciousness. What is that? Only possible here. 1 second. Here, this. That is the highest perfection of yoga practice. No, where is that Krishna? First line. Serving Krishna with the purified senses is called Krishna consciousness. So with our purified mind, if the mind is attached to the lotus feet of Krishna, then we are said to be in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. So beautiful. Any doubt anybody having? Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji. Next. 28.
Vamshi Prabhu, 6.28.
Hare Krishna. Yunjan evam sadatmanam yogi vigata kalmashaha sukhena brahma samsparshyam atyantam sukham ashnute. Translation, His Divine Grace Prabhupada Ki Jai. Thus, the self-controlled yogi consistently engaged in yoga practice becomes free from all material contamination and achieve the highest stage of perfect happiness in transcendental loving service to the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So the self-controlled yogi. Here what we are talking about, everything is not that they are only in the Brahman realization stage and Paramatma realization stage. We should remember that. This is not the Bhagavan realization. They have not reached the Bhagavan realization. Okay. So that is why Brahma Samprasya platform, being in constant touch with the Supreme Paramatma realization. Please remember that. Yogis always attain only Paramatma realization. They do not attain Bhagavan realization. So, what is this Brahma then? Why do we add that Brahma? The Paramatma realization means both Brahman realization and Paramatma realization. In Bhagavan realization, all three elements are there. This we saw yesterday itself. Correct? So, a yogi who is in the Paramatma realization, he knows his original nature. What is his original nature? Mamai Vamsho Jivaloke and Dasana. Dasa. Yesterday I told you that verse, you remember, I will show it to you. We are going slow, but still it's okay. What happened? Suddenly screen sharing stopped. Okay, it's okay. Watch. Which was the verse I was saying? Yesterday I told one verse, I will tell you. Hare Krishna. That's one. Vritasura prayer, correct? Vritasura prayer. Aham Hare Tava Padaika 1 second. Aham Hare Tava Padaika. This verse is. Yeah. Are you able to see? You just tell me. Hare Krishna. 6.11.24 to 24, 25, 26, 27 is Vritasura prayer. How he prays, you see that. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes.
Aham Hare Tava Padaika Mula Dasana Daso Bhavitasmi Bhuyaga Manasmareta Supate Gunaste Grinita Vakarma Karetu Kayaha. Kaya is this body, correct? Manasa Vacha Kaya, we call it as na body. What is saying Vritasur? At the time of Indra is killing him, he is telling Indra. Actually, what happened? It's okay. It's a big story again. Dadichi Muni, to kill Vritasur, no other Astra Shastra was effective. So they all asked Vishnu only. Vishnu told her, you go to Dadichi Muni. From Dadichi Muni, you tell him to give his bones. With his bone, you make this Ayuda. That, what do you call that? Shastra. With that only weapon. With actually, there's a difference between Astra also and Shastra also, that we will see later. With that weapon, only you can kill this Vritasura. So this Indra is having that weapon, but seeing Vritasura as a Lord's devotee, he is not able to kill him. Vritasura is going on shouting, kill me, kill me, kill me, because he thinks only then he can come out of this Asura body. Is it not? So, okay, whatever it is. So, there, what he is telling you, see, at that moment, I will give, he's asking the Lord, he's praying to the Lord, oh Lord, if I'm going to take another breath, what should I do in that birth? Will I again be able to be a servant of your eternal servants who find shelter only at your lotus feet? Oh Lord of my life, may I again become their servant, so that my mind always think of your transcendental attributes. My words always glorify those attributes, and my body always engage in the loving service of your Lordship. What he wants? He wants to glorify the Vaishnavas. He wants to serve at the lotus feet of Vaishnavas. He wants always to be under the shelter of Vaishnavas. So that is what Dasana, Dasana, that's how we say, no? What Jivera Swarupagoye, Krishna Dasana. Here again it is given. Dasana daso bhavitamsi bhuyaka. Will I be the servant of your servants? Those who serve you, will I be their servant? So beautiful words. You know, this is 24. 25 is also again very beautiful. Nanaka prishtam nachaparameshtam sarvabhomam. Okay, I'll show it. I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want this, he says. Na nakaprishtam, I don't want nakaprishtam, na parameshyam, na sarvabhamam, na rasadipadyam, na yogim, na siddhim, punarbhavam va. What do I need? Samanjastva virahasya kankshe. I want only one thing. What is that? You are not being separated from you. My Lord, source of all opportunities, I do not desire to engage in Dhruvaloka, na Nakaprishtam, na Parameshyam. The heavenly planets are the planet wherein Brahma resides. I don't want Brahmaloka also. Nor do I want to be the supreme rulers, na Sarvabhauma. Sarvabhauma is the ruler of all earthly planets. Na or the lower planetary system. I do not desire to be the master of powers of mystic yoga. That is, na siddhim, na yogam, na yoga siddhir, apunarbhavam va. If at all I take next birth, what should I do? I do not want any liberation in any birth. But if at all I take, I have to give up your lotus feet. If I am in your lotus feet, all these things are acceptable to me. If I have to give up your lotus feet, I don't want any of these things. That I think one of our Goswami said, no, even if I have to take birth, I don't mind. But I want to be a worm in the stool if I get an opportunity to serve you. This is what they say, na? Hare Krishna. This is again a wonderful prayers. But I sent the audio and the prayers also, correct? You learn 1 week. What do you call that? Where is the full screen share went off? Hare Krishna. No, not this. Yes. We were here. Are you able to see now? Hare Krishna. 27 we have done, correct? 28. 28. Prabhu, read this also, Prabhu.
Mataji, we can't see your screen.
You can't
The
see
PPT.
again?
The PPT
no.
we can't see.
One second. I go now, Mataji, if I go to something else, again it is telling me 6.28.
Yes.
Okay, yes, see the Prabhu, read this also once again.
Hare Krishna, Bhagavad Gita, text 6. Brahma Samprapya platform. Being in consistent
Samsparsha. Egi samsparsha jaboga. Samsparsha.
Samsparsha platform. Being in constant touch with the Supreme Paramatma realization. Self-realization defined as knowing one's constitutional position in relationship with the Supreme identity. Individual soul is part and parcel of the Supreme. Our constitutional position is to render transcendental loving service to the Lord. This transcendental contact with the Supreme is called Brahma Samsparsha.
Correct? We have to be in the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, always. Correct? 29 and
Mataji, I say here Mukundamala Stotra. Mukundamala Stotra here saying that I am the Dasana Dasan Dasa Mad Janmana Phalam Idam Madhu Kaitavare Mat Parthaniya Mad Anugra Esha Eva Tvad Britya Britya
Anugrahaye.
Parichitya Britya Britya Brityasya Britya Iti Mam Smara Loka Natha.
So Britya means what? Servant.
Dasa.
Dasa, servant. Where else it comes?
Sishtastakam.
Yeah, Sishashakam also it comes, one more also. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Dasana Dasa only. Dasana Dasa Ara Sabha Britya. Ara Sabha Britya means all others are your servants. Only who is them? Krishna. What is that? 1 second. What is that verse? Again it went.
Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam, that Mataji, Indriyaru Vyakulam Loke.
No, Mataji. Britya. This is in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Hare Krishna.
Etecha Kalapumsa Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam, not that.
Indrarir Vyakulam Loke Mridayanti Yuge Yuge. Correct. That is different. Are you able to see now? Once again start. Okay. Once again. Ara Sabha Britya. That is all others are your servant. Here. Ekala, you are. That is Bhagavatam. Correct? This is Ekala Ishvara Krishna. Ara Sabha Britya. Yare aiche na chahiye. Ekala Ishvara Krishna. Ara Sabha Britya. Yare aiche na chahiye. Seta iche kara nritya. Lord Krishna alone is the supreme controller. All others are his servants. They dance as he makes them to do. This Bhagavatam was said, no? Dhara. That is Dharu Brahma. In Bhagavatam it says, Krishna, we all are Dharu Brahma. Dharu Brahma is the what? It's like a puppet. Right? You are the puppet master who runs. Whatever you want us to dance, we will dance. That shloka is also very, very beautiful shloka. So this is Ekale Ishvara Krishna. Krishna is the only supreme personality of Godhead. Ara Sabha Britya. And you know, as Rogini Mataji remembered correctly, Etecham Shakala Pumsa, this is Ekale Ishvara. And in the morning also, Mataji, how did you remember that verse? And exactly you took out that verse. You remember verse number? Verse number, 1 second, I remember the verse. But Sukhaya Karmani, 3.5.2.
In Bhagavad, in ICF, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Mataji, there's just coincidence. I had listened to Maharaj's lecture last night. So that time he was talking about it. So it's just a coincidence.
Okay, I was really wondering, Prabhuji was referring to this verse and you immediately took it on the screen, you know. That was really amazing. Sukhaya Karmani Karoti Loke. Correct? Very nice, Mataji. That was really amazing. Hare Krishna. Yes, we will... we referred many verses. Actually, this chapter is amazing chapter. No, it's okay. We are able to learn only 4 or 5 verses in a day. That's okay. Hare Krishna. Any doubt, anybody, anything from today? So we are supposed to do from 28 tomorrow. Correct?
That's it for amazing soul, for amazing chapter.
Actually,
saying the soul is amazing. In Bhagavad Gita, 2.30, I think, 29 or 30. Soul is amazing. 29. Soul is amazing.
Yes. So this, what were you comparing, Prabhuji?
I mean, Mataji, these slokas are amazing, means this soul is also amazing, Mataji.
Yeah, that is Adbhutam.
Adbhutam, 2.29 sloka.
That is Aschariyatvat. It is very Aschariyatvat. That is the verse.
Amazing. Here, there,
yes,
amazing.
Aschariyat pashyati kashchidenam ascharyavat vatati tataiva chanya ascharyavatchennamayanya shrunoti shutvam yenam vedana chaiva kashchit. That is the verse, Prabhu. There is one more Bhagavatam verse also. Adbhutam it comes. Krishna's Nama, Leela, Guna, Rupa, they all are very, very Adbhutam, Alputam. What is that verse? I forgot. If we, you know, like suddenly we don't remember, that's a problem. Hare Krishna. Krishna gives us the Apogam Smriti Jnanam Apoganamcha. Hare Krishna. Okay. Anybody having any doubt? Hare Krishna.